How you doing today? My name is Daniel Windsor, and I'm going to be teaching you how to set up a Sunday service on Cuelux. Now, to set up a Sunday service, you don't need extensive training on this. It's very basic. All we're going to be doing is using these three lights here, or these three. This is our left truss, middle scrim, and right truss. Now, beam is the intensity of the light, how intense we want it to shine. So all the way up is all the way on. Halfway is halfway dimmed. So what we're going to do is put it all the way up. Now you can see on the video that nothing's happened so far. That's because the lights now know, okay, when I am turned on, I need to be turned on at 100%. So now we need to tell them what color we want them to project at 100%. So we'll pick magenta, it's a nice color. Alright, we don't have to have all of them be the same color. So we can have the left truss be magenta, we can have the middle scrim be light green, we can have the right truss light blue. Alright? Now one thing you want to watch out for is, because I've selected them all to have different colors, if I select them all and I press OK, it's going to change them all to the last color that I changed the last one to. Now, I don't know why. It's just the way it is, so keep an eye on that. Alright, so let's set up our first scene for Sunday. So pre-service, everybody's coming in. Blue is actually a good color for that. So on a Sunday morning, everybody's coming in, about to sit down before worship. Now, this is our scene for that. Alright, now to save it, what we're going to do is we're going to press record, and we're going to pick one of these. Now what just happened is it saved everything that we just did to make these the way that we wanted them, to have the trusses blue and the middle magenta. It saved that. So it saved us turning this up to 100, going in here, picking the different colors. It saved all that in a queue. In this queue right here. Just to let you know, all the queues are saved in order, so if you create a new one, it's automatically going to be at the very bottom. So right here, this is our dimmer, and these are our colors, and these are the lights it's affecting. Now if you notice right here, these are the intelligent lights. So these ones have a position, a dim, it has it to display instead of one, it has it to display triple. This actually has all three intelligent lights on it. Now these are just our LED lights. So we've created the first one. Now on a typical Sunday, Leanne's gonna give you a piece of paper with all the colors that she wants for pre-service. The first, second, third, and usually fourth song, offering and the message, and then probably for the last song or after the message, will all be different colors for the screens or scrim and trusses. So let's go ahead and set up some. So we have our first one saved already. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to change them all individually. I'm just going to change them all together at the same time. Just know that you can change all these to be different colors. But for right now, we're just going to change them all at the same. So this will be our first song. We'll do green. This is going to be our second song. Now notice this is going up. So now there's three scenes saved. So our pre-service, our first song and second song. Record. Here's our third song. There's our fourth song. Green will be our offering. And our message. And for when service is over. Boom. Alright, so we have 8. We just set up 8. Now I did a very simple, they're all the same color, the trusting and scrim. Some Sundays we do that. Some Sundays we get a little crazy and we mix it up. But for teaching purposes and length of video time, I'm going with just changing them all at the same. Alright, so now, this is very important. So if you just came in right before Sunday and it wasn't set up, but you want to set it up really fast, set it up, and when you're done, before this program will run, right? This is our dimmer. Before this program will run, this has to be cleared, okay? So if we click on here, nothing's going to happen. If we just click and cycle through, nothing's going to happen because this takes priority over here. So if we press clear, now it goes to our program. See, and there's a nice subtle fade on there. We want the lighting to be as least distracting as possible. So a nice little fade like that is great. And I'll show you how to do that right now. Double click on that yellow where it says cue list. Now here are our 8 different scenes. We go edit. Now notice fade in and fade out right here. Underneath it all says 3. Now these are going to overlap by 3 seconds. Okay, so we can change that to 2 seconds. Now we can have some at 2, some at 3, whatever, during songs, if the first couple songs are kind of fast songs, we can have them changed to 1 or 2 seconds so they change over a little faster. But then for the rest, maybe have it a little slower. Alright, so that is how you make it fade between colors nicely and slowly. So now, when service starts, we have our pre-service look. Worship starts, we click over to our first song. Second song starts, we press play. Third song. The fourth song. Now our offering is going to start. Now typically for church news comes before offering. So what you would want to do is 5 would be our 4th song. The MC gets up, starts talking, and then they introduce church news. Now this is the master dimmer for this program. So when church news starts, you can drag this down slowly and it'll fade and turn off the lights slowly. Now if you just grab it and turn it down, it's going to shut right off. So that's why I was saying, just kind of drag it down nice and slow. Church news comes on. Okay, when church news plays, right, we're going to be at offering, not on our 4th song. So while this is down, you can click on there. It'll switch to offering with nothing happening up on the stage. And then when church news is over, you can bring this back up slowly, and it's on our offering background. Okay, so that's something to remember right there, because that's kind of important. All right, so offering and then the message. Right, Pastor Eddie speaks and he's done, starts doing the altar call. Everybody bow your heads, we switch the color. The band starts playing and service is over. And that's how you set up a Sunday service. Like I said, it's easy, it's basic, it's not too hard. There are just certain things that you want to make sure that you do. Is always make sure that over here is cleared, because it will take priority over a program. This program is meant to be, Cuelux is meant to be programmed, not manually ran. We can manually run stuff, but to do that, basically you would come in and say, we come in and we set it up for pre-service, right? So that's what service looks like at the beginning. Now, say our first song is going to start and we want the trusses to be blue. It has to be changed. And then if we want the middle scrim to be green, there. Now we're at our first song. But the first song is already a ways into it. Plus, we had to manually adjust. So none of it changed at the same time. It didn't look it wasn't horrible. I've seen a lot worse. But it wasn't a smooth transition, So that manually running it is fine, and it will work if we have to. If we have time, we need to make the time. It took, this video so far is like 12 minutes, And that's me explaining how to do it. Me showing you, me doing it slowly to allow you to catch everything that I'm doing, So to set up a Sunday service, as long as you have your colors and you know what you're doing, it should only take you about 10 minutes max to set up a Sunday service. So out of, our busy week, we can find 10 minutes to come in, program this really fast so that everything just looks a little bit more professional. And that's what we want to try to accomplish here with these videos and training people with all of our departments, not only lighting. We want everything to just run smoother around here. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot. Check out, if you would like to learn more, check out our other Cuelux video. It goes into depth on pretty much everything about Cuelux, so you can run a mini concert if you wanted to. But thank you for watching. You have a blessed day.